The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Welcome to the program. How are you doing today? For those that may not be familiar with me, this is who I am. This is what I look like when I'm not doing other things. This show, once a week I come into the studio and I do the visual type of show that I do otherwise on the radio and podcast internet thing. Monday through Friday, we do the shows. You can listen to them, by the way, should you feel that was necessary. And that would be at newenglandbroadcasting.com, ronvandam.com, televisuals.com, Stitcher, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Shopify, Loopify, Pandora, YouTube, MyTube, HerTube, whatever, all of them. iHeartRadio, we're on that. What else? TuneIn Radio. God, it's annoying. And then I do this once a week here. Again, this is the only visual part of what I do. Okay, fine. Now that I have told you about myself, you tell me about you. What's your name? Go on, shout out loud. It's okay. How old are you? Oh, really? What do you do? Do you do something for a living? Do you work? Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not know that. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. How long ago was that? Wow, did you have to go through therapy? Oh, I would have. Yeah, that's too bad. You should seek therapy. And what's that little thing on your face? Oh, how long did they give you medication prescription for that? Yeah. Oh, it takes about 5 months for it to go away. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. It bleeds sometimes. I realize that. But you're looking good otherwise. Well, good to talk to you. Thank you so much for letting me know about yourself. I appreciate that, because if I just sit here and talk into the air, it's just really like unsatisfying for me. But if I know who I'm talking to, it's still unsatisfying, to be honest with you. So there you go. All right, I'm going to take my glasses off. That means I'm not serious anymore. I'm still getting used to these glasses. I'm not used to that. I went to the optometrist. Are those the people with the eyes? The optometrist about 6 months ago. I have a female I have a female everything. I have a female doctor, female optometrist, a female dentist. I'm surrounded by them, which is fine. It's just fine. They. I mean, just to be very general and sexist about it, they seem to be a lot more caring. The men doctors that I've had in the past almost mentally abused me. So it's much better, actually. Anyway, so I go to the optometrist, and she asked me, the first thing to do when I sit down, she says, I want you to, there's a chart all the way down there, 3 miles away. I want you to read that for me. And the first line is no problem, because there's just one big freaking letter. Gets a little bit harder as we go down. But what I do is I memorize the letters because they're always the same chart. They should change it up every once in a while, so I've memorized it over the years. And I really freak them out when they say, well, what's the lowest line that you can read on that chart? And I said, that would be copyright 2020 Acme Eye Chart Company, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anyway, So the eye doctor says, I can't name all the things that are wrong with you, and they have nothing to do with your eyes, but I'm going to give you a prescription. I said, well, are my eyes the same as last time? And she said, I don't know. And she gives me the prescription, and I got these made up at Costco, which means I had 200 of these made up. Costco does nothing individually except eyeglasses. You got your eyeglasses at Costco? Yes, I got 200 of them. They came in a skid. Okay. Anyway, so I'm still getting used to them. Sometimes I wear them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. And here I am. Thank you very much. What do you want to talk about? Can we talk about sports betting? I don't know if you're up on the news. I don't think you have to be to understand that in Massachusetts, which I believe is where we are now. In Massachusetts, they are allowing sports betting. They just started that about a week ago, depending on when you're watching this show. But it's new. And they have all these excited people in the commercials jumping around like idiots because, now we can bet on sports online. Ooh, I mean, it's the most exciting. It's that or having a baby. I mean, it's amazing how excited they get about Get a Life. Excuse me, all you people in the commercials who are excited about, so excited about betting sports online. Get a life, will you please? And in just about every commercial, not just for sports betting, but in every commercial, all of a sudden, I'm seeing Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's the big commercials person these days. I don't know why. I guess the shorter you are, the more commercials you do. I don't know how that works. But he's in this sports betting thing too. There's DraftKings, Draft Beer, and Bet Your Money and Lose Your Life, all that. I don't know the names of these things. But apparently that's what you can do now. And in the commercials, they're so excited. They're like, yeah, it's unbelievable. They're like, just jumping up and down. I think this could be a problem because betting is an addiction. No matter how you may slice that cake, eventually you're going to lose. There are some people that are incredibly lucky. I don't think that's you. Basically, the more you bet, the more you lose, and the state will make money and repair the roads thanks to you. So that's fine, whatever, then bet away. But I'm afraid I'm a little concerned because the interest rates are going up. Food is incredibly more expensive. It's incredibly more expensive to live. The housing market is dead. I mean, it costs a lot of money to exist the same way that you did a year or two ago. It costs a lot more. So extra cash to throw around? Not thinking that there is any. Not for most people. And when people get desperate, what do? They bet on things. They try to get the easy money because it ain't working the other way. And that's where you can get stuck. And if you have an addictive personality at all, ever, which means if you ever smoked or you consume a good amount of alcohol, everybody raise your hand, thank you. You love chocolate, you eat a lot of sugar, you have fast food quite frequently, you love the processed foods, you love the candies and the cakes and everything like that. You have an addictive personality. If you play video games all day, you have an addictive personality. If you just love to have sex with anything that kind of even a little bit moves, you have an addictive personality. And it goes on and on and on and on. It's not hard to have one. It's not horrible. I think the human being has addictive personality disorder in various stages, but I think everybody has one. So sports betting could be a problem. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. And then this Massachusetts thing, Commonwealth, they're not a state, they're a Commonwealth. Okay. Ooh. They came up with a new scratch ticket. Did you hear about this? It's a $50 scratch ticket. Well, who doesn't have that? Hey, you got $50 you can throw out the window? Sure. There you go. You know you could win something, but you won't. Some people do, but not you. Yeah, take the $50, give it to me if you're going to start throwing money out the window like that. So it's a $50 scratch ticket, and it's called the $1 Billion Extravaganza, even named in a deceitful manner. So I'm telling, it's just, I don't understand. This state is just like, screw it. I mean, we want to make a lot of money here in the state to pay for things. Let's prey on the weak. Let's prey on the people who have a gambling addiction. Let's prey on them who are just going for the chance to win something so they can pay their bills and have a decent life, perhaps. Let's prey on them. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. In the commercials for gambling, there's actually, if people are excited, as I said, jumping around. Ooh, now we can bet on sports online. Ooh, and they're jumping, and this is the best thing ever since Swiss cheese, if you like Swiss cheese. So they're betting like crazy, and then on the bottom of the screen, not in small letters, in fairly large letters, it has, if you're addicted to gambling and you have a problem with betting and gambling, here's the phone number to call. You need help. So let me get this straight. So at the top of the screen, you're convincing me to gamble. And at the bottom of the screen, you're telling me you got a problem. You shouldn't be gambling. You're confusing the hell out of me. Do it. Get excited about it. Here's where you go for help if you do. I mean, come on, man. Mixed messages or just outright stupidity? All right, fine. Let's move on, shall we? If you don't mind. I have a female partner, ladies and gentlemen, and she has a lot of shoes. And when I'm talking about a lot of shoes, I'm talking about a lot of shoes. We're talking upwards of like 200 pairs of shoes. And she's not the only one. There are a lot of women who have a lot of shoes, and it's not a class thing or a money thing. It's one of those addictions that I was talking about. Women love shoes. I'm wearing a red top. I should be wearing red shoes. Where are those red shoes? It's amazing. Men, 3 pairs of shoes. That's it. Maybe. It's the sneakers and the casual shoes and maybe sandals. And that's it. Dress shoes? No, not really. I mean, they might have them, but they don't fit anymore because they haven't worn them. What's the last time they went to a funeral? Dress shoes? Not really. Not really, no. That's it for men. And they will wear those shoes until holes appear in the bottom. Until when they walk through a puddle, their socks get wet. That's when guys get more shoes. Now, if you're a sports freak, you might be addicted to buying sneakers or whatever you call those, athletic footwear. I don't know what the hell you call it. But women, come on. Come on. Men and women are very, very different, and I wanted to touch upon this today as well. I don't understand where this came from, but this makeup thing for women. I was watching, I was on the internet, I don't know why, and something popped up, as usually does, and it said, do you know what the supermodels look like without their makeup on? Well, this intrigued me. And I figured this is not going to turn out well for them. And it didn't. I went to this little thing they were doing. First, it wanted to let me know that they're going to use my cookies. I said, I don't know about that. I don't have that many cookies left. So I said, all right, fine, whatever with your cookies. I don't care about your cookies. Anyway, so they had a picture of Christy Brinkley with the makeup on and a picture of her with the makeup off. And my God, these are two different people. It was unbelievable. They had all the super model. Ellen Pompeo, is that her name? I have no idea what her name is. All these supermodels. And then without makeup, it was like, whoa, baby. And then I realized that, and I have some friends whose female people and females as well, they will not go out of the house unless they are wearing makeup. This happened to me once. We were going out to dinner, a couple, and we come to the house and we're walking up the stairs and the guy answers the door and I said, "Is your wife ready? We got the reservations at the restaurant. We got to get going." I looked at my wrist, but I had no watch on. It's just something you do. And he says, "Well, she's running behind." What is this? Is she taking a train here? I mean, what are you talking about? "No, she's upstairs in the bedroom. She's running behind. She's putting her face on." I said, "Oh, I didn't know that she didn't have one. Unless she puts one on. Is this something was this an accident, a car accident or something? She has no face?" "Oh, she's putting on her face." And she would not come downstairs until she had her face on. Well, this started to annoy me, but I didn't say anything. Finally, she comes down. She has her face on. And my immediate reaction was, I wonder what you look like without your face on. She wore a lot of makeup. I personally, and this is all about me, obviously, because you're not here. I personally don't care for women who have excessive makeup because then I think I'm talking to a clown. I don't know why women feel that when they put on this heavy lipstick and foundation and all that stuff that they feel they look good. I think you look like a circus clown about to go into your act. I think all you're missing are the large shoes, which I'm sure you have in your closet with the rest of the shoes, and your seltzer bottle. Otherwise, you look like a clown. Women, it's just so different than men. When men go out of the house, nothing. They just walk outside. A woman, all right, give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 hours. Have to put my face on, match my shoes to my jewelry. That's the voice that I use when I'm mocking women. They are the dominant species, though, so, you can only do this so far. But it is amazing. My mother wore a lot of makeup. Of course, she was from a different generation. They all wore makeup. What she would do is she'd get up in the morning and she would put on a foundation. It required some construction people to come over with orange cones, and they would put a foundation down as you do on a house. And she would put the foundation, I think she put it on with a trowel. I don't know how the foundation worked. On top of the foundation, she put powder, pancakes. She put pancakes on her face with powder on it. And then over that would go a layer of makeup. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then we were done with the face pretty much with the skin face. Now we went down to the lips where we added various waxes and concoctions, usually a bright red lipstick. Ew. And then when we were done with the lips, we went up to the eyebrows. We penciled those in so that they looked nice and full. When we were done with the eyebrow pencil, we went down to the eyelids and added various pastel colors depending on one's mood. It might have been a light turquoise, or perhaps a spring pink, or perhaps a fuchsia, or a bright teal. And it was an eyeshadow, so that a shadow was formed of strange prism colors for no reason whatsoever. And then below that, You got it. We're still on the eyes. Now we're going to do the lashes. And if the lashes weren't big enough, no problem. We got some more in the drawer. And they put lashes on to extend the lashes so far that their lashes entered a room before they did. Or they would take the mascara and they would make the lashes that they had a little more full and a little more pronounced. And this was just for the eye area. Then we would go down. Oh, yes, but wait a minute. What about the ears? Oh, yeah, let's hang chandeliers from there. We can't go out of the house with nothing dangling from our ears. We must make them balanced. So we have chandelier earrings. We have the little diamond things, whatever those are, these little things. But we gotta hang something from there. We gotta go out of the house looking like a Christmas tree with ornaments. I mean, come on. Well, that sounds like enough. No, it's not enough. Now we got to go down to the neck. We got to put something there. How about a string of pearls or maybe a locket or maybe as long as something is hanging around the neck, we got to add that in. And that has to match the chandeliers coming out of our earlobes. Well, that took wait, we're not done yet. Now we have to make sure the hair is perfect. We have to put stuff in there. We have to put, we can do the hairspray, or perhaps we can add a mousse. We'll start putting animals in there. Put a mousse in there. Maybe some keratin. Maybe we'll streak the hair. Maybe a little dark blue or a pink today. I'm feeling pink. We'll streak a pink thing in there. We'll look like one of those, the public television rainbow shows. All right. We got it. 5 hours later, it's just unbelievable. And guys, nothing. They just walk outside. Do they even comb their hair? No, what's the point? It's just going to get messed up anyway. Unbelievable. My mother used to go to the beauty parlor, the parlor of beauty. She loved that place because she could be amongst her own kind, and they would touch her head and everything like that. And there were bouffants and flips and all kinds of different things that you could do with your hair. They could be curled, it could be straightened, it's anything. Your head was nothing but a canvas for the paint on the face and the sculpture on the head. In those days, guys just went to barbers. They're just barbers. They were people who smelled a bit and didn't do much to you. Just took the scissors to your head and did a little topiary thing, and you're on your way in about 3 minutes. Maybe shave your face, which was not fun for me because one slip on their part and I'm dead with those blades. Holy crap, not on me, my friend. Obviously. Now I go to a hairstylist. Yes, I do. I go to a hairstylist. I do. I just do. All right. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, more program. This is strange, huh? Isn't that weird? I'm serious about this. All right, let's see. Let's do, we'll do, how about this?
Hello, this is Father Mike Slannery from the Our Lady of the Sacred Spatula Church here in town, and I'm excited to tell you about a thrilling new addition to our monthly Friday night bingo game lineup. In addition to classic favourites like Coverall and Four Corners, we'll now be adding Full Contact Bingo. That's right, Full Contact. That's where the friendly community game you love meets the hard-hitting action of football and hockey that you crave. Is Mrs. Smith about to call bingo before you? Hit her with a cross check or crash her into the boards. I should mention that all full contact games will take place in the street hockey rink behind the parish function hall where the Our Lady of the Sacred Spatula Fighting Sons of Leviticus hold their matches. Protective gear is recommended.
All right, that's enough. We've only got about 4 minutes left to the show, so if you have something else to do, you can go do it now because I'm pretty much done at this point. Yeah, I don't even like going to the circus because of the circus clowns. I don't mind most of the circus acts. I don't like dogs and animals being treated in order to perform for us. I don't care for that. I like the acrobatics, kind of. That trapeze thing, if they fall, was their own choice, you know. What am I going to do? People being shot out of cannons? No, I don't think so. I don't think they get shot far enough. Yeah, they always land inside the circus tent. I would like to see one get blown out of the tent, you know, put a big hole in the top of the canvas and end up somewhere in Western Mass. That would be a bit more entertaining. I don't mind a lot of the stuff. I really don't. You know, there's an elephant that walks around. Okay, elephants walk around. What the hell are you doing? Why? Leave them alone. Leave the damn things alone. How about if someone takes a whip and makes you walk around? How would you feel about that? We call that abuse, don't we? Yeah, I'm not big on the circus, but the worst part of the circus are those damn clowns, man, with all the makeup on and the big shoes and the big red nose, and I don't think they realize that they look stupid. They just do. And then they chase each other with seltzer bottles, and this, for some reason, is supposed to be entertaining to me. It's not. I actually look around to the other circus goers and I wonder why they don't stand up and say, "Stop this immediately!" But they don't. So I don't want to be the only one. The worst clown in the world? Rodeo clowns. Oh my God. They're doing really dangerous work. That's fascinating to watch because they can get bludgeoned by a bull at any moment. They actually save the lives of the cowboys and the cowgirls, but they have to do it while wearing embarrassing clown makeup. I don't understand that. Why can't they? I mean, when you go to the gym and you need a spotter, does the spotter wear clown makeup? What is going on with this clown makeup thing at rodeos? You have these macho men and macho women doing these death-defying things, and in the ring with them, a clown. I know that they're apt people in clown makeup, but it just doesn't make sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. I think I've told you this before. I don't really remember because my memory's not as good as it used to be. I went to a rodeo once for a sole purpose of being able to say a particular phrase. I go to the rodeo and I watched the rodeo. It was agonizing. I went home. It was the end of the rodeo. Then I found out there's another rodeo coming next year. I looked forward to it. I was reaching my goal. I went to the second rodeo and I sat in the stands. And at one point I stood up and I yelled out as loud as I could, "Hey, this isn't my first rodeo." It was so satisfying to actually say that in a context that was actually true. Ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a wonderful day, and I wish you peace.